Hi there YouTube, Ice9 again, bringing you another Madden mobile video. Sorry it's been so long since my last one. In this video I'm going to be covering the new Super Bowl promo. We're only hearing bits and pieces as they come along, but the first two set players are out. So let's take a look at them. Under seasonal, and we have Ty Law with legend type events to get the player collectible, and Hakeem Nicks +1 catch, +1 strength for Law. Now for these two players, for anybody who's in a league and who already has tier 7, they may not be as useful, some of the players, but Ty Law is certainly a player that we could all use. We could all use another good cornerback with a boost, and Ty Law certainly is that. 94 speed, not too fast, so one of the things about this guy is we still really need speed boosters to help him out. If you get at least one speed booster, Sammy Watkins for example, or if you have both, then he'll be pretty good. Numbers aren't quite as good as Dion from the cover and play recognition standpoint, but he does tackle a little bit better. Acceleration is good, speed is good, strength boosts up good, agility is all good. Man at 98 is obviously very good. All important, 93 play recognition is very good. He's not very tall, he's 5'11", but he should be a perfectly good cornerback too. And what I have done, the difference between this promo and say Frozen or Team of the Year is that because once you know you do a set, you're going to get that player. That means there's going to be more of these players in the marketplace. So the sets are pretty tough to do. That said, there's already a bunch of them out there on the market in the auction house, and let's take a look at that. So those who played Frozen remember that the best cornerback in that event was 96 Revis. Really good cover stats, almost Dion's cover stats with better tackle. However, no boost and pretty slow. I believe the base speed was 92, which really makes him, I mean, you need speed boosters, or it's going to be pretty tough against an OBJ or a fast receiver like that. So this is the first day of the event, and you could already see the auction house just loaded up with these guys. Let's look at the prices. 1.1, basically 1.2 mil. People remember Revis at the height of Frozen was not going for much less than 1.2, 1.5, more like 1.5 million. So now we have arguably a better player because he's got a boost, very close in other stats, better speed, and they're just all over the place. So that's the great thing about this. If you've been saving up your coins, you're going to be able to buy this guy or any of the Super Bowl players for that matter, because once people are going to be doing the sets, they're going to be looking at getting coins, and they're going to be undercutting each other, which you can see here: 1.25, 1.4, 1.6. Somebody's starting out the event 1.7, 1.5, 1.6, 2 million, 1.8, 1.8, 2 million, 2 million. And you know, these guys, 21 minutes left on a 4-hour auction, they haven't moved. So, you know, the other guys come up behind and they undercut, and we've got a player who's basically going for almost half of what he started out 4 hours ago at. So this is going to be a really good player to pick up at the auction house, just because, again, purely because once you know you complete the set, you're going to get that player. It's not like Team of the Year or Frozen where you do the pack, you throw all these resources, all these elites and everything into this pack, and then maybe you get some garbage player. You're going to get this player. So that's definitely a good thing. And the other thing about it too is if you want to invest in stamina refills, which I do, you could put stamina refills in there and play the events. This first event is absolutely easy. Here, I'll just play it one time just to show you. I'm sure everybody's playing it and knows how to play it, but I mean, you could just really knock this out 10 times, which with 40 stamina, I'm a P50, I have 40 stamina. You could just do this event over and over again. And I've done 2 stamina refills so far and gotten 1 elite. Let's see what I get here for playing it one time. Alright, so we got a gold collectible. And with these collectibles, typical EA style, it's kind of a pyramid scheme, but they got the super set here, which you're on the 50 collectibles. You put them in and see what you get. Sometimes it's going to be an elite player, I guess. I got another on the 50 collectible, so nothing lost. I did do it once and got a gold collectible, which is kind of a step backwards because you need these to complete the on the 50 collectibles. So it's kind of a waste, but you know, you could keep cycling through it and do pretty well at it, I think. So I would say that the second player, looking at it so far, Nix, he's going to be less useful to us with OBJ and in a league. He's 5'11". Speed is not great. He's strong. So that's definitely a good thing. He's strong. He's got good catch numbers. He'll boost up over 100, but the issue is the boost is redundant. He's not particularly fast, and he's 5'11", I believe, so he's not too tall either, even though he's got really good jump. He might be a good player, actually. I might unlock him. I'm going to try to unlock all the players, actually, but what I've done so far with this is I did pick up Law, but I picked him up at the auction house for 1.19, or basically 1.2 million, call it. And the reason I did that, even though the price could go down a little bit, is I think at that price, 1.2 million, he's a little bit, he's a value at that price. He's less than Frozen Revis. He has a boost. He also is going to boost up a little bit better because of his speed is slightly higher. As you can see how he looks on my team, it's pretty good. The numbers look pretty good. Because of this, what I did was I moved Night Train Lane down to nickel, and I finally got Joe Hayden out of the lineup. Any situation where Hayden was on the field at this point, even though the play recognition boost is huge, he's a little bit of a liability going up against an OBJ or Jerry Rice or any of these better receivers that everybody has now. Another addition that you could see that I've made, couple additions actually, from Team of the Year. I'm trying out Muhammad Wilkerson. I sold Jason Pierre-Paul plus 1 agility for almost 900,000 coins, and I picked this guy up for 200,000 coins. And he's a power rusher. JPP, even though he's got a good boost and he's very expensive, wasn't doing much of anything on defense. Game films where I saw him against Papa Raider, who I also recommend checking out his YouTube channel, Papa Raider. I was noticing he wasn't doing anything at all in the game film. JPP's kind of a finesse slash power pass rusher, but in a very important stat for defensive ends is block shed. JPP was in the mid 80s, which is okay, but not great. This guy, it's 99. It's a hidden stat, but he's got 99 block shed. So I'm going to give him a try. I think that he might be a good run stopper, so I put him in there. New legend, Vince Wilfork. Some goods and bads about this guy. Tackle is extremely good. I wish the hit power was better, but it's not. He's not. He doesn't boost great, Wilfork, because his strength is already so high and his awareness is already so high, and strength and awareness boosts are the majority of what we have out there. That said, he's got, I believe it's 98 or 99 play recognition, and his block shed is also in the mid to high 90s. So this is a guy who's going to make plays, he's going to get through, and he's going to stop the run, and just, you know how he is as a player, and that's why I picked him up. Joe Green goes over to the 4-3 defensive tackle. He might, Mean Joe Green's a really good player. He might go back into the main spot. We'll kind of see how that plays out. Eric Berry now, guys. In my opinion, here we go. We have another +1 strength booster. If you have Night Train Lane, you have +2 strength right there. And Eric Berry's become totally redundant, I think, at this point. His play isn't good enough to justify him being on the field if you have some of these other players like Brian Dawkins, Night Train Lane, Ty Law. And Sean Taylor still, in my opinion, is the best strong safety at the position. I have noticed, I've had him in there for a while. It's still tough to make plays on Gronk. It's not like he shuts down Gronk by any means, but he does make more plays than anybody else at the position. It is definitely noticeable. I've definitely noticed he's become one of the interception leaders on my team. Changes I've made up front. I took Dry Archer out of the halfback spot in favor of Barry Sanders. I know I said in one of my other videos that I wasn't going to throw him at fullback, but there he is at fullback. His boosts are good. Agility boost that you can't really get anywhere else. And it's a way that I could play him, so he's in the lineup. Still 1 strength booster. Sammy Watkins, I was hoping one of these new Super Bowl players would be +1 speed, just one of them +1 speed, but none of them are. So, yeah, and I put Vinatieri in at the kicker. He's got +1 kick power over the other guy who was doing really good for me, but what that has done, at this point we have 100 offense, 100 defense, and 100 overall. So it's not all about the overall, but it's certainly nice to look at, and I'm not having to give up a lot to do it. So I kind of like the way the team set up. Another addition. Team of the week, Von Miller. Play recognition isn't really high, but he's fast, he's strong. So I dropped him into the 3-4. I was hoping, you know, some linebackers would be coming out with this promo with a boost. It's a perfect place to put in the 3-4 spot a good boosted player, but none of them are. So there you go. We have to deal with what we're given, I guess, from EA. So that's it. I just wanted to talk a little bit about the Super Bowl promo. I would definitely suggest playing the events. If you spend money on Madden Cash like I do, play the events, use stamina refills, and just try to get as many of these players as you can or as you want. Here, Aaron Rodgers +1 awareness is coming out. He should be a good alternative to Brady. So I would like somebody with a little bit more mobility than Brady, and Rodgers should definitely do that. So that's definitely one player that I'm going to be picking up. I might unlock Knicks too and just give him a try, but I really don't know with the players that I have where he could fit into the lineup at this point. He can't replace, bring it up here, Can't replace this guy, definitely. Um, Speed and boost, great in the slot. Also very good at wide receiver 1. I don't see how Knicks can replace this guy, who's faster, a little bit faster. Actually, maybe they have the same speed, but a little bit taller. Catch numbers are very reliable. I guess you could look at replacing Rice with Knicks and see how that works out, but I think it might be pretty close to the same, and Rice is a little bit taller, so I still kind of favor Rice. And then, because we don't have any other speed boosters, I think it's important to have one. I don't see how he's going to replace this guy. And again, the boost is pretty redundant, so I don't know how Knicks is going to work out. But some of these Super Bowl players are going to be good. People who missed the BCA and most feared events, who didn't get Dawkins or Fitzgerald or Barry or any of these guys, I think are going to be really happy to get the opportunity to get some of these new players. So just wanted to talk a little bit about this event, and thanks for watching. Check out other people in my league, their YouTube channels. They are in my subscriptions page, and thanks for watching.